welcome to our first our first television show after the parade. We're honored to have Mr. Bob Cucchiera, or otherwise known as Cooch. He's a guest on our show today. Gary Diamond, how did we do yesterday? Pretty good, huh?
Fantastic.
We were all there from top to bottom. Bob, if you'd like to take over, you're more than, you used to be a former president for how long?
I served on the board for 12 years.
Okay.
6 years as vice president, 6 years as president. Was also on some of the first shows with Can TV back in 1999.
That's
One of the guys that started it, huh?
Yeah, well, Bill Wilt got us involved, if you remember. Bill Wilt said you guys could do TV,
I
and
hear he's doing well.
I heard that
Talked
too.
to Mr. Smith, Dan Smith.
So
out
yeah,
at
he
the
was
parade.
there, and I'm sure he's doing another show on the parade. But you know, we did 2 shows back in 1999 with Bill Wilt to get the bugs out, and then the following year in 2000 was the first year that we did 12 shows on Green Street. And I mean, I haven't seen this place. I haven't been on a
Wait
show
till
in about 9 years.
Wait till somebody calls, Bob. You want to go like this when you talk to them, because the speakers are up in the air, like. You know?
I think they're coming from heaven.
But this is really fabulous, and you know, this studio, this is actually how we get a lot of help and how we get a lot of people to know about what we do. But let's get to the nuts and bolts
Why don't
of
we
what
show
happened
'em-
yesterday.
why don't we show 'em-
them what happened
Why don't
yesterday?
we show them a little bit of the history and then show them yesterday?
Okay, well, this is a typical
Let me,
pile at the end of the run, and I'm sure that you had the same amount of toys as one of our successful runs in years past. You had it there.
Zoom. Hey, you're getting better. Almost had it.
Sorry.
Oh, you had it right at the beginning.
I got too many buttons, man.
Okay, there you go.
Oh,
We're back.
I'll go back to the overhead. There we go.
Well, anyway, that's a typical pile after a successful run. And you had a successful run yesterday.
Yes, we
I
did.
mean, the news media said anywhere from 50 to 68,000, and that's the type of pile that you would see at the end of the ride.
Typically, yeah.
And those toys are all going to go to needy children throughout Chicagoland.
This is a sign of a little girl was holding. You remember that? Did everybody see this one? I'm gonna
Yes.
show this.
The people lining up the streets of Western Avenue.
That's a future member of this organization.
And that's what you need. And you could probably show these 2 pictures right here, because this is Western Avenue and this is the north side. And you could see all the bikes just...
Ready? Yes?
Yep.
Nope. It would be the other one, the one that says overhead.
Okay, so the one up on the top there is actually the bikes lining up down Western Avenue, waiting for the tiers to go by, and the one on the bottom is actually the people at the north side drop-off getting off their bikes to put the toys into the trucks that you guys are going to be delivering in the next few weeks. And of course, we couldn't have done any of this without Santa Claus. So we got to show them Santa Claus and what he does the day of the parade. And I stuck my hand in there, but that's Santa Claus taking care of the children like he does every year.
Yes, he does. And by the way, we had the real one, okay?
The real Santa Claus was there this year.
He's very lucky. We obviously didn't have enough snow for his sleigh, so he was riding his motorcycle.
No, he always rides his motorcycle, even if it snowed. And of course, we know that he brought along his elves, and I think we had some pictures. Well, actually, here's a picture of Santa. Well, you know, here's our celebrities from yesterday. And so I'm going to drop these 2 pictures down. I'm going to take...
Okay, let me go back to us and you go ahead and do that. Look, we're
Okay.
all professional here.
Okay, so first off, here's the big celebrity. Here's Santa Claus actually taking pictures with some of the clubs that came in. And he's up on top, and he's the real deal. Can you zoom in on that a little bit more?
Maybe we should put one picture at a time, zoom in.
Yeah.
And then zoom in on it.
I went the other way.
What with the space? Here's a shot from the shuttle.
Okay, let's...
There you go.
Okay, don't mind my hands, I'm just gonna move it. Okay. You could tell that we're not fully professional here, those are my fingers. But that's Santa Claus with one of the organizations that comes out to help us every year. I believe that might have been a member of Llamas. And we can't do this parade without these organizations, from Llamas to City Heat to Chicago Bait. If these people don't show up, we need their help.
That's right.
But that's Santa Claus right there. And we had some VIPs on the train, and I'll just slip that one in there right away. And you could introduce the public who we got on the train there. These are Alderman Roboris,
Who has been helping us for many, many years.
from the north side of Chicago, and Alderman Mitz,
She's like our
Emma?
godmother.
Emma Mitz. Yeah, she's from the Dan Ryan Woods area, and they're on the Santa Fe trade. And there's some of our insiders that help us with the city,
Do we got a picture of that
the
train?
aids that we need. Yes, we do. And then the other gentleman is Little Billy Phillips. That's third generations of the Phillips family. They call his dad the mayor of Clearing, and they bring out a big contingency of motorcycles every
Those
year.
are all them big guys, right?
Yeah, all them big guys. Well, they used to have a little restaurant that they would meet, and you didn't pay for the breakfast. If you brought a toy, breakfast was for free, and all the bikers
Show
would
that
bring
one.
the toys. But you got a caller, so how do you handle your callers?
Anybody want to come in? We got a caller?
Yeah.
Hello?
Say howdy.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jack, I'm just getting ready to put your pictures on. But go ahead, how you doing?
Boy, you need my help.
I got them on right here. No, I don't. Look.
I told him no production value comment.
It wouldn't be Jack unless he told you how to spell and what you were
We
doing
gotta
wrong.
let people know it's a live show, man. And we're
Right.
working people.
It's not scripted.
That's right. So what did you think of the parade last night? Yesterday?
It was tremendous.
Absolutely, positively. It was amazing. People were telling me all day long today about how amazing it was that many motorcycles to travel almost 20 miles without an incident to speak of. Truly amazing.
We got tons of email and messages from Facebook, and the word that's used most often is awesome.
Yes.
But Jack,
Right.
as you know, we've been awesome for many, many years, 40 years. There's not too many organizations in Chicago that are even around that long, but with the good deeds that we do, we're an amazing organization.
Hey, how about letting your caller say something? Quit talking for a minute. How about putting my pictures up on the screen?
We're getting
Well, I'm
to
getting
that.
ready to, sir. I want to know if you have a statement to say.
How about putting them up and then you guys could talk over them?
Well, these are our pictures, right?
Cut them off. Cut them
Yeah,
off.
let's not get indignant here.
Did
Here is the last meeting before the parade, gentlemen. That's my vice president and myself. I'm the president. We're answering questions from the crowd because the next day, this is on Friday, and on Sunday is when our parade is.
Right.
Okay? Everybody must understand that. Here is a doctor, Doc Joe, who helps tell us what to do in the event of an emergency.
And he also tells us on the cold days what to do to prevent hypothermia and
Right. And what to do if, with how to...
That's Doc Joe Wolf. He comes with Santa Claus every year.
he's the best.
This gentleman over here knows Santa Claus really, really
Really
good.
well, exactly. If it wasn't for Jimmy Hot Dog over there, Santa Claus might not show up.
Yeah.
This is why I tell everyone we must get younger as an organization, okay? And we shall, and we are. Everybody says you're awesome. Jack, these are wonderful pictures, by the way. Jump in if you see something, if I'm missing something. Oh, no, there's three
I
of us.
think Jack hung up on you.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Jack. Okay. Here's the forest preserve we start from in 83rd and Western, Dan Ryan Woods. There is our secretary.
There's a news reporter almost rode with me.
Yeah. Couldn't find her. I think she asked for a helmet, so we didn't know what to do.
No, where are we gonna get one of
I was
those?
being interviewed by Channel 2, Andrea. Her name's not LL Bean. I asked. That's not her name.
Oh, no wonder, because I was looking for Miss Bean.
There's a former president with the most photographed motorcycle in the
Right.
world.
That's right. His tank is only half full. 'Cause he's
So it's the
missing
same
half of
color.
it.
It's a different bike every year, right?
No, it's the
No,
same
it's the
by.
same.
These are
bike.
true
Look at that.
cowboys. All right. They don't let a helmet bother them at all. And this is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, an opportunity for the neighborhood to actually meet Santa Claus, sit with him, talk with him. I don't know how he rides that bike. He must be supernatural. Yeah.
Unbelievable. I mean, with everybody that's on it and all the gifts that he has that he passes along to the children in the park, and sometimes along the way. We don't do that anymore, but in the old days, if he saw a child that needed a big smile on his face, he would pull over and take care of that kid.
Because those tires are severely overloaded. I talked to him about that.
Well, he could probably just appear and disappear, but it wouldn't be any fun in the parade then.
Here's somebody stealing something from a bike, right?
No way. Don't say.
Somebody had to
Keep
steal
it
the
positive.
wheels. There's
That's
Mr.
John
Gray.
Reagan, our producer, our sound man.
Anything falling off that bike? No, it ain't, Jack.
Is that your bike?
Oh, it is, Jack.
Yeah. Here's the Grinch, because we get both sides of the story, right?
Yeah,
Grinch.
well, when the Santa Claus.
Zoom in more on me.
when Santa Claus comes, he comes with all the elves.
With all those guys.
And I think I had a picture of a lot of them here somewhere earlier.
Here's your pile that you.
Here is the Pope. Bless each and every motorcycle leaving the woods.
Oh, it's probably
Here's a
gonna
picture
go-
of the governor, myself, and Mr. Bob Cooch.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
I know you got to be careful with what you say, but that's when he does an amazing donation to the organization. We won't state the amount, but he comes every year.
Yes.
And he started coming actually before he was the governor on this ride.
And I can't help but look up to him.
Who are those other guys with him?
That's me and Bob.
Oh, wow, we got two celebrities in
That's
here.
right. That's right. Bob doesn't have a microphone.
Yeah, well, the governor got it. Bob was like, hey, that's mine.
I must admit, first thing I told him, I said, we spared no expense on our stage.
Oh, you know what?
We had 2 picnic tables.
We got to thank that gentleman for coming out. We
For
were
the Pope?
finally set up. No, the guy that set up the stage.
Oh, yeah.
Everything was there at 5 o'clock in the morning. We didn't have to go running around looking for a generator, looking for a
'Cause
mic.
We
and,
talked to him, yeah.
yeah, it was great. And
You
of
talking about
course,
the DJ?
the DJ. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that
What's
was
his name?
yeah.
The gentleman.
Joe.
Joe. Yeah, Joe did a great job. They had Christmas music. It was fantastic.
Here's the president running down Western. Jack, these are amazing pictures, sir.
That's the guy that's supposed to lead the parade. I mean, if did you listen to any of the radio stations yesterday? They were misdirecting who was leading the parade. It's always Santa Claus.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And you and I were in the back. Oh, you were on the
Yeah.
train.
Look at these guys, man. These guys are amazing.
Look at even his bike has got the green.
It's Santa and his elves. They
It's a
come
good
every
looking
year.
bike, man, that purple thing. You must have washed it.
That's me again.
Yes, yes, I see that. Looks like you're sleeping.
How
You
many
shouldn't be
bikes did you
sleeping on a bike.
have?
How many bikes you got? Huh?
Just one.
Just one? No, you don't.
No, yesterday.
Oh, here's obviously a fire truck. That's where we have our, I forgot the name of that one. That's our mascot, isn't it?
Well, yeah, we have Biker Bear, Flaky the Snow Person, and Whiplash the Reindeer.
Whiplash.
Ripley.
Yeah, she fell off a Honda Goldwing years ago and broke her back.
Really?
That's
Oh.
Bob Snyder.
Yep,
Bob
every
Snyder.
year.
I got his picture here. He's been doing this for 20 years. He's the first one in. I don't know what time he gets there, but he's the first one, and that he's always the first one in the parade. And he brings back that trailer always full of toys.
He was on the news last night. I saw him
Good.
talking to one of the reporters.
There's our governor again, riding his motorcycle, and our parade coordinator.
Jamie Potempa and his wife,
Hey,
right?
Jamie did a great job yesterday.
Everybody did.
That's a major. There's Debbie Giampa, isn't that her on the right? She got injured, so we hope
Yes,
that
she,
she's doing good.
Yeah, we hope
Hurt her
Debbie's
head or
better.
something.
Get well, Debbie.
This guy's always been around too with the whistle. All these people. There's Brian Kaczynski, former board member, right? Kozlowski, whatever the hell his name is. And then we have Tom Mantell, correct?
Tom
Tom
Mandel,
Mantell.
yeah.
You notice everybody here is supposed to have a vest with their number on it. So if you see somebody with an orange vest yesterday and they had a number on it, they were an actual made member of this organization. Okay, if they do not have a number on it, they're helping us. Okay, like this gentleman here. What else we got? Oh wow, look at that. Another trike. Got some blue hair people.
The blue-haired meanies.
Is that Lou Kazmarek? I heard he was there.
No way.
I heard he was there.
No
Look at that
way.
old school chopper, man.
No way.
But I heard.
Billy Naughton.
Billy Naughton, he's like our pathfinder. He's really the guy that goes out there and makes sure the road's safe.
He's one of
before we go
the
down.
front row blockers.
All kinds of bikes, all different kinds of bikes. This guy, well, we ain't gonna overheat or nothing. Look how cool this is. What a beautiful day it was, too.
Oh, you couldn't beat it. You know, again, it was one of the biggest turnouts we've ever had in many, many years. It went down smoothly. The cooperation with the city of Chicago was simply amazing. I mean, have you ever seen as many police as you did yesterday at the intersections? And you know what? It was great. They were all taking pictures, waving at us, having as much fun as we were. And that's what it's all about
A lot
on
of
both
those
sides.
police officers came on their day off to do our parade.
They do,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I know, my
And
brother's
they had a
police
great time,
officer,
yeah.
And I saw him on the way. I stopped and talked to him.
Good.
But yeah, a lot of those guys just take their day off and do that. So.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
And plus, it makes the parade so much safer.
You know,
Yes,
and you know, thinking about thanking them, maybe we should give a shout out to all the people
Definitely.
and get back to some more
Ready?
pictures. But we got to thank everybody that helps us pull this off because it doesn't happen
Yeah.
just with the organization.
Ready?
Yes. So first off, we'll take a line. Okay, since you're the guy that has to meet the gentleman, go ahead. Who's at the top of this that helps
Well,
us
we
out?
gotta thank everybody here. Mayor Rahm Emanuel, okay? He's in the Special Events Department, OEMC, Streets and Sanitation. I do not remember the other people's names, but I know Mr. David Adams helps us a lot with his organization as far as getting ready for the parade. Go ahead, Bob.
Go ahead. Gary, we'll start with Cook County.
Cook County Forest Preserve people, they were out there, we met with them Saturday.
You know, to get us ready, they set up the woods for us.
They were outstanding. They went out of their way to make things happen for us.
A lot of security. They kept the safety lane open driving in.
CTA, I mean,
CTA,
for
right.
many, many years, we have to coordinate that, so we
They
don't.
have to reschedule buses just
Exactly.
for our parade. All the pedestrians along the route, wow, that was.
A lot of people,
There were
huh?
so many people out there yesterday, it was incredible.
And that makes you really, really feel good when in the old days it wasn't that way. In the old days it was quite adversarial to go down Western Avenue. The entire motorcycle community, and you can't name all the clubs. We named a few
No,
earlier.
It wouldn't be
but
fair, because you
Well,
couldn't
don't
get
name
them all.
any, then
Yeah.
nobody get
Yeah.
pissed at you.
yeah, no. But in other words, but no, and it's just out of respect. We want to thank everybody that's involved in the motorcycle community. All our Toys for Tots volunteers, the roadblockers, stationery, product sellers, toy committee, anybody that participated, all our soldiers in the entire world. We hope that they all come home. Anybody that serves our country, and then you know, this past year we lost some members, and we better give a shout out to them.
Ready?
Every volunteer yesterday got one of these buttons. So we had David Lynch, number 250, Ron Tallarico, he was number 840, I believe. And then we had two newer members. They must have signed up right after each other. 1783, a Rick Gustafson, and 1786, Teresa Soltis.
No, we're in the 2200s now.
Yeah, but I mean, these people, their numbers are three after each other, and they passed away. They were newer members.
Wow.
And mine was 1700, so they came in after
Yeah,
me.
and then we had John Kaperchuk from the north side.
Right,
It was just too late to get him on, but God bless his family and his participation to make us a wonderful organization. And just last week, the Ward family, they lost their daughter. And we just want them to know that we really appreciate anything and everything that they did for our
Well,
organization.
definitely. They'll
Don't
always be
forget the
remembered.
Harkin family with Ryan Harkin.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that, the Ryan Harkin family.
Well, just let's stay on this for a moment. Anybody that's a member of this organization gets a number,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And all these numbers you see before you, like
250,
1786.
250 to 1786 here.
Right. Those numbers will never be used again.
They're
correct.
retired.
In other words, they will always be remembered in an organization as being helping this organization, and their numbers will never be recycled, and they'll always be remembered that way.
Beautiful.
So
That's
we'll go
very
back to some more of Jack's pictures so he don't get mad at us.
He's not gonna
I'm
get
surprised he didn't streamline us a video. That's Artie Wayner
And his wife.
and his wife. And he's been around since, God, for I don't know how many
Well,
years
his
now.
number is 48, so that's pretty good.
There's
This
the north
is
side.
amazing. This
Yep.
is the end point, okay? You look out as far as you can see as people, okay? This is our stage, and Bob, you could talk a little bit about it, then I'll talk a little bit about it.
With this family, they come every year. One of their relatives, he looked forward to this run every year. Ryan Harkin, I believe the name was. And a couple of years he lost his life, and he always looked forward to this parade. So about 3 or 4, was it 4 years ago now?
4 years ago, yes.
4 years ago, they started making a generous collection for us. And every year, the whole family comes in. A lot of them are, one year, some of them came from Ireland. They make a generous donation to the organization every year, and that's the whole family.
Wonderful.
Truly amazing, because it was his favorite charity.
It was his favorite charity. I mean,
And this is a family thing. They all get together, they have a fundraiser at their place of business, and I went to it finally this year, and it was amazing. Nice. You couldn't meet better people.
yeah, and that one year was pretty amazing. Their relatives came in from Ireland and rode in the parade, and they
Yeah,
were
that's
in
just
from Ireland.
last year, was it not?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's
yeah, year before.
Right, and as a
Beautiful.
footnote, all these people drove in from South Dakota in 12 hours to make the parade yesterday.
That shows dedication, and
Truly
it
amazing.
shows how much that we mean to help the community. That people
Yes.
really believe in the things that we do.
Yes.
No, very nice people. Thank you again, guys. Bob, who you talking to?
That's the president of the Sokos. There's been two big Polish organizations that helped us over the years, the Eagles and the Sokos. And the
What's your last
Sokos,
name again?
Kuchera.
Okay.
And well, yeah, a little bit of history. You know, 3 of the former presidents of Chicagoland Toys for Tots were Polish. The guy that started it, Ed Amanov-Wisniewski, Lou Kazmarek, and Robert Kuchera. But the Sokos come every year with their club, and that's their president, so he does a little bit of Polish for us, for the people that are there. And we really
Sokos,
appreciate that.
Polish or Bohemian?
Polish.
Okay.
No, nice man, I talked to him. You're the people that provide hot chocolate and cookies and such, right?
The CMA, they've been coming since day one, Christian Motorcycle Association, a lot of them are actual members. You know, you take guys like Arturo and Tom and them,
Great
they
guys.
started out as CMA members and now they're members of our organization.
That's amazing. Great people.
Yes, great guys.
This parade brings the best out of everyone.
That's the north side, and you got to give that guy hats off. That north side member there, I don't know if you buy some burgers or feed people once we get on the other side, but it's the biggest hamburgers I've ever seen.
They were good
And
too.
he's out there cooking before we get there. Always got a smile on his face on his wife.
Very pleasant about doing it, absolutely.
Well, here's that guy again.
There's Santa Claus with his elves, Grumpy. You know, they all got names, Grumpy and Grinch and whatever. They all got names.
I got to ask you, Mr. John Reagan, tell us about being an elf. What's it like to be
Oh
on the
yeah,
inside?
you're an elf.
It is very fulfilling.
Tell us
Don't give
about
up.
the elves. Don't give out your.
Oh, it's very fulfilling, and actually, you know, having met all those, all the other Santa and the elves, and seeing how much that they give of themselves is what made me join.
Yeah, I was gonna
And-
say,
and
isn't
do
that how
more.
you started? You came to a meeting and you said you wanted to be an elf.
Well, I was actually had been doing it a couple of years
Uh-huh.
with Santa, and you know, because I was having a good time, I wanted to give more to the organization because I appreciated and you know, and witnessed so much giving over there that I wanted to you know, do some more.
So how many years is that now, Bob?
About 5 or 6 years, yeah, something
Okay.
like that.
And, well, we're glad you joined because we need people like you that are dedicated.
And
It
what
is a full-time
What is he
job.
doing now?
Yeah. What's that?
Santa, what's he doing now?
We'll start hospital and social centers.
What does that mean? Start-
Well, we visit various hospitals for handicapped kids and such.
What do you do?
We give.
Just wave at him?
No, we
No, to
come,
go
we
to
come in with a
pediatric
full
care
crew,
centers
all in our elf suits. Lots
bring
of us.
presents, right?
We bring the children up one at a time, individually, to meet Santa Claus and hand them their
cool.
toys. And while we're standing in line, we will ask them, you know, what's their name, or one of the assistants will tell us their name, and we'll chat with them. And then when we bring them up, we say, "Hey, Santa, you remember Joey, don't you?" And Santa will go, "Oh, Joey, you've been so good," and it is a very heartfelt
I just want
experience.
to remind everybody here, maybe you could remind me, Santa Claus talked to me, I asked him personally to appear on our show, and he said to call him up the day before, like next Sunday, we got to call him up and see if he's available.
We will try. He's a very busy man.
yeah, yeah.
And
That's
he
all I
will
can
be
say.
here with his elves if he can make it, is what he told me. He
Yeah.
hasn't lied to me yet.
No,
Right.
he's
Of course, I wasn't sitting on his
But
lap
he's,
when I asked him.
but you wouldn't believe how extremely busy
I
he
understand.
is this time of year. But yeah, when I see him tomorrow morning, I'll bring
I
up
know
the-
that any other time, but he was just an old guy with a beard. I understand.
So you know we
And a
got
motorcycle.
we got to
And a
thank that guy Frankie Hot Dog for making sure that he shows
He
up
helped
every
this
year. You know?
organization a lot.
Because if it wasn't for Hot Dog knowing the connection to call that guy Santa Claus every year, I don't know what we'd do. But Santa
Yeah.
Claus has probably been part of this for over 30 years now. I mean, he's the real deal.
He's
That's
the real
man.
deal. He lives and breathes. He truly believes in giving at Christmas time and taking care of the children. And like I say, it's because of him and the other elves that motivated me more to join. And then I met so many wonderful people inside the organization as well.
And you're,
And those are the people I try to emulate. I do it because of them.
And the spirit of this whole thing is like, you know, in the old days, they said we should change the ride. What this parade does is set in motion that Christmas is in Chicago on December 25th. If you didn't go on the ride with your motorcycle, take a toy and put it in one of our drop-off our boxes or any of our drop-off centers so we could take care of children. So you don't have to ride your bike to be very active in this organization.
I put a box on my front porch, and some people put
No,
presents
I
on
had
my
a,
front porch.
just real fast, people had asked us why all these people get involved. And I told that reporter, a lot of reason is because of the people that you see participating may have been helped by this organization or knew somebody that was.
absolutely.
Oh, yes.
And that's
Yes.
why they give back. But anyway, I would like to end this
We're going to thank everybody with
with the
yeah, that's a great one right there. Just
right
like that
there.
one.
Thank
right
you,
there.
Jack. That's
Thank
a
you.
great picture, sir.
She's thanking the members of our organization want to wish off Chicagoland to have a nice
There
Christmas.
were many,
and,
many on
and
the
thank
curb
you.
like that.
And we need more members, so just go to our website,
done?
www.tft.org, chicagolandtft.org.
And our Facebook page. Thank you again, Jack. Thank you, guys. Thank you, John Reagan, Bob
Thank all our
Kuchera.
volunteers and all our supporters,
Everybody that was there yesterday
all the participants.
and for the rest of the year.
That's right.